on this episode of Bot versus Con.
I have to figure out if I can make it happen.
I'm going to be a little pessimistic.
I'm gonna be negative Ned here. So we've gotten it wrong all this time. It's really MPC with the exclamation mark. Masterpiece Chug.
There's a lot of rumblings online that this is going to come out in MP scale.
Of course I probably would. I think they did really good on this too.
They did.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be the shrunk down versions on that one episode that that never got aired.
And I guess it's supposed to scale with 86 Devastator with how he looked like in the game.
Perfect sense. I did see that, and he was just kind of like, wee. He was like a.
I mean, and it's not price wise. I just think this looks more like what I would want. So
yes, I don't need another line of anything.
Okay, well, too bad.
Color render of this figure.
No, this is a different one.
It's. You know what? I'm tired of this. Because you always show blockies and look at me. Yes, I like blockies.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Hey, welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con. And this is Bot versus Con, where your voice is heard.
And we are back with another round of news. But before we jump into that, I want to say thank you to the Chosen Prime, our official sponsor. Again, as always, a lot of these figures that we're going to talk about, you can find on pre-order. Maybe they're in stock. Go check them out. Also, want to say thank you very much to our members. Really appreciate those that were able to join us on the members only call we had this weekend. Lots of fun. A few people mentioned that they weren't able to make it because of other responsibilities. So hopefully we can catch you on the next one. Also want to say thank you very much to our subscribers. Again, we do this show for you. Really do appreciate you supporting us on this journey. We're, a couple of months away from TFCon. So going to have some big announcements coming up soon. So stay tuned. But before we jump into all that stuff, let's go ahead and get into the news.
Well, one last thing of note. This Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, we will be showing off our hauls. Please come and join us. We would love to have you there. Now let's get into the news.
I forgot.
And first, TF Nation has two new people coming. We got Sophia Miles and Nia Kaplan. And I guess she was Age of Extinction's Darcy. And then Nia Kaplan was the voice of RID Prime. So, pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know these people. Oh, wait. But he was in Naruto and Bleach. Those are some of my favorite shows.
Yeah, and Sophia was in Underworld, which I love the Underworld movies, but I don't remember her.
Maybe I do. She was a vampire.
She was?
I think she was a vampire. I think she was like in the castle when Celine. She didn't like Celine. I think that was her.
Okay.
But anyway, I digress. But yeah, her eyes look familiar. But let us know if we're wrong, if I'm wrong. But
either which way, it's cool to have some more people going to these.
Yes, definitely.
TFCon LA also has people. We've got Flint Dill. I wonder if they call him Dill Pickle, and Darren Norris. So I thought it was funny. We've got, which is the writer on Transformers G1 cartoon. I wonder if that's the one we saw. I don't remember which one we saw on that one panel. And then you've got Prime Knockout, which I know is a very popular character, so I'm sure he's going to have a long line.
Oh, really?
What?
I don't know. I don't know that Knockout, so okay.
He's from Prime. You said you watched Prime.
I watched a lot of stuff. That doesn't mean I remember it.
Yeah, no. I think he would probably be the standout new character from the show, and a lot of people like him.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Knockout, the red car.
Yes.
Oh, so look. This is bad. I'm getting old, people. All I kept seeing was the yellow
Constructicon, or what? Not Constructicon, whatever they're called.
Yeah, and I was just like, "That's Knockout." I don't remember him.
No, behind him. You got to look behind him.
Yes, I do remember Knockout. Okay,
yes, I was like, how could you forget that? I'm like, okay,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, all right. Well, let's keep it going with Botcon. There's a premium package now, and you can get a premium plus. So their premium package, and I'm assuming premium plus is both limited to 500. But it's like 500 all around because you have to upgrade to Premium Plus. So with Premium, it's $235, and you get a badge, a limited 2-figure exclusive Botcon 2025 Versus set, which is going to be called The Sound of Science. Interested to see what that is. Let me know down below if you know. I'm not going to go through all of these just because there's a lot of them. You get priority admission to the vendor room. You get Thursday night priority access to the exclusives. You get an exclusive pin, a trading card, early access again for pre-orders on future exclusives. I guess there's a lot there. There's more. Go check them out on their website to see everything. And Premium Plus, you get a YOLO Park souvenir, a blank sketch cover for the Botcon Unlimited issue, and one grand prize ticket and priority seating. So again, there's a lot. I'm not going to go through it all. That one's $335, so 100 more. Honestly, it seems like you do get a lot. If the exclusive is already $100, let's say the Versus set, that's about the same price as Premium with TFCon, so not bad. I would just want to see what the exclusive is before I purchased it.
Yes, that's the big thing, and stay tuned. We're going to try to get an interview with somebody from Botcon soon, either in the next couple of weeks or closer to Botcon. So stay tuned for that. We'll see if we can get the inside track there. But I would love to go. I've never been. James always talks about Botcon.
Well, it's different.
And I know it's different, but I've never been. So it's going to be different for me either way. There's, I have to figure out if I can make it happen sometime. I doubt I'll be able to go this year, but maybe next year we can plan something or figure out how to make it happen. But I do want to go at least once and check it out. And I definitely want to see what those exclusives are.
Yeah, I am going to parrot that back, not this year, but hopefully next year. I also forgot to say, with all of those, you get exclusive discounts on a Crystal Freaky, Freki, not sure what that is, one of the Last Seekers Renegade, and KFC Shard. So I think those are the previous exclusives. So if you get that, you could get a little discount, which I would probably pick up KFC Shard at a discounted rate if I was to go. I know you already got them, but you would probably get, what, 2 more, 3 more?
No.
To fill up your ranks?
No, I'm hoping they come out with some more.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, let's move on. We have a lot to discuss just in this intro segment. Next, MegaCon is going on in Orlando, and they're going to have a Hasbro Transformers panel. Never heard of MegaCon before, but at 11 a.m. in the programming room, S320H, they're going to have live product reveals, behind-the-scenes insights from the designers, and the live launch of the Transformers HasLab. So, let us know down below what you think it's going to be.
And that's February 7th, is it?
I don't have a date, so let's go with that.
Okay, I thought I saw a date.
I'll put it on screen. I'll put the date on screen.
Yeah, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, Bobby's probably wrong. Next up, Transformers 1 is to be re-released in theaters by, Movie Tavern or Marcus Theater chains. It'll be available from March 7th to the 9th, which is weird. I don't understand why all of a sudden, but these seem to be Midwest cinemas. So it's cool that people will be able to experience it again. I would love to see if these are going to be as empty. I hope they're not, but I would love to see if they're as empty as when they originally went. You remember? I was the only one in the theater.
Yeah, it was.
It doesn't deserve it. It was a great movie, but I want to know if there is a turnout.
Yeah, it was definitely empty in there. I'm glad that it's doing better on digital now, and maybe that sparked it to be re-released, and hopefully that does something for them. Hopefully it's sparked some more interest in making a part 2. Hopefully maybe another group will pick it up or something like that, or back it. But yeah, it was a good movie, and Even though I did fall asleep, that is not.
You brought that up, not me.
It is not a representation of the movie. It's a representation of me falling asleep in all movies.
That makes sense. I do think that this is going to be interesting. So let us know if you're going. Now let's move on to leaks, and there's a lot of them. So first, we've got some Studio Series leaders that were leaked, and we've got TF5 Nemesis Prime, 86 Astro Train, 86 Snarl Package Refresh, and 86 Soundwave. So the Nemesis Prime, well, let's do least interesting to most. The Package Refresh to Snarl, I didn't even bother putting a picture up here. We know what it looks like. Good for people that didn't get it. I mean, there's not much to say besides that. I think you would agree.
Yep.
The Nemesis Prime, I hope it's in these colors, because these colors are actually pretty cool, and if it looks like this, I might be interested, but let's be honest, it's probably going to be screen accurate and be like a slightly duller Optimus Prime with purple eyes and look horrible. And not like a Nemesis Prime. I'm sorry, that's not Nemesis Prime. But either which way, if you're excited for that, I hope you really enjoy that. Now let's talk. Do you have anything to say about the Nemesis Prime? I'm assuming you don't.
Of course not.
Yeah, okay. Moving on to the 86 ones. I'm going to be a little pessimistic. I think they're both just going to be repaints of the previous ones. The fact Astro Train 100% is. I don't think that's going to be a new mold. Soundwave might be, but if he's packaged with Astro Train, and we saw what they did with Galvatron and Springer, he might be a slight remold. I don't think he's going to be a completely new figure.
That's what I was about to say about Astro Train, is that Springer was a slight remold. I think they might do that. Okay. I'm gonna be negative Ned here. What if they just redid was that Siege Astro Train?
Mm-hmm.
And they just didn't include the little space, the little carriage thing he had, and they still charge the same amount for it or more.
Okay, I will agree with you. I think that's what they're going to do, but I think what they will do is they'll remold it a little bit to say, oh, that's why the price is higher, and they'll probably add like Springer random things in it that are cool, to have a little scene, but doesn't, to me, constitute the price. And I would believe, I think they're going to do the same thing with Soundwave. It's going to be the Netflix Soundwave without the little flip-out guns. Remember, he had those stupid skis on his arm. You don't remember. He had skis on his arm from his Cybertronian mode. And probably remolded that, but I don't think it's going to be a completely new mold. And if there was more info than just the names, please let us know down below. That's all I could find. And let us know what you think as well.
Yeah, maybe they'll include the tapes or something like that. I don't know.
And that's what they would do with him. That's what they would include with him versus Astro Train would be like
Ravage and Laserbeak, because they've had Rumble
3 before, but those were with a complete just same figure in the box. So,
but didn't they release Rumble and Frenzy?
You're right, in the Studio Series line, the 86 line. You're right.
86 line. So it'll probably be Laserbeak and Ravage in the package with them, and then they'll charge $100.
Okay.
Sorry.
I hope we're wrong. I hope all of these are new molds. That would be amazing, and I hope they're really cool. Because Soundwave, honestly, if they give Soundwave a new mold, I would be interested just because he's a tape deck. That alone is cool. So,
and shameless plug, I think we have under 10 prints left from our TFCon exclusives that we did in Baltimore. So check it out if you're interested. Hit us up on email.
All right, well, let's move away from Hasbro and go into the MPG line. Did you hear about this? So MPG 16 is the Black Super Ginrai. MPG 17 is either Jazz or Optimus Prime 4.0. And MPG 18 is Hauler. I thought they did a Hauler, but I guess not. This is all super sketchy. We don't know if it's real or not, so take it with a grain of salt. The leaker said Optimus is already completed and they're starting on the prototypes, and it's going to have a way simpler transformation. This is how they're going to rebrand it. They're going to make a smaller Prime to go be the same size as the Ginrai, and boom, Masterpiece is now chug scaled.
So we've gotten it wrong all this time. It's really MPC with the exclamation mark. Masterpiece Chug. That's what that is. And at this point, it is what it is. There's no point of getting upset anymore about it. It kind of is what it is. This is the direction they're going. For people who love the Chug line and have been wanting more from the Chug line, then here's your chance to get those figures. 4th edition of Optimus, simpler transformation, cool. I'm all for it. Chug scale, I'll probably be out on it.
Well, we don't know if it's chug scale. That's just me saying what the trend is. It would be crazy if they made another 10-inch tall Prime.
Now, what does get me about this line is that everything has been just a repaint of smaller figures. Besides Ginrai, or smaller figures. So it's either been
okay, yeah.
So I would be interested to see what size Optimus comes in, because I think that would be the staple.
That's what I was saying when they first showed it off. It was, we need to see not Ginrai, not a G1 character, and then we will know what scale are they going with. So let us know what you think down below. I'd love to discuss this further, but we need to move on and get into Just Announced. So stay with us after this break.
Come on, be a good Jazz.
Let's get into Just Announced. And this first thing, I ain't joking, I think would be really cool for your collection. Because you literally don't have anything like that. And it's Bear Brick and Transformers Optimus Prime. It's 400% the original size, so it's 28 centimeters tall, so almost a foot. It'll be approximately $231 and planned for release in February.
Nope.
I think it's really cool, but it's kind of crazy with the price.
I would have paid $100 for it.
Really? Okay. And I think, honestly, that would have been an appropriate price. I think it would have been a little bit more because of the importing costs, but that's a lot of money for this. But if it's a name brand in Japan, Bear Brick, then
that's what got me to say $100. But no. You said 230,
so it's going to be 36,080 yen, which is approximately $231.
No. Nope, not gonna be able to do it. Nope.
Yep. I think you need to get this though. It's Transformers Authentics Bravos Elita 1. It's 5-inch figure with a 3-step transformation.
I actually think the alt mode is fine.
I think the alt mode's really cool. It really reminds me of RC with the white and the pink, but I do like it.
And the head looks good.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I got for you.
I don't even know how it would stand up with those feet.
Maybe it's like straight, and then like in the back it's like
okay, maybe, and you can't really see it from this angle.
Yeah.
I don't think it's horrible. I only see 2 steps. So what the third one is, maybe it's split the legs. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm very okay on not getting this, but it's probably something that's not that expensive, and it'd be great for kids or great for intro into Transformers. So maybe I'll go pick it up for my daughter.
Yeah, honestly, this would be fun.
Yeah.
So we haven't really talked about a lot of 3D printed stuff because I don't know if they're out, but I think this one was worthy. Since we're already talking about a lot of 3D printed stuff in this episode, we got a 21-inch tall transforming and combining Devastator by Jamin Perkins of Transformers 3D Printing. Can I say this is an amazing feat? This looks really good.
It does look really good, and I just wish that the feet were fixed on the picture. Like the Mixmaster, it's breaking apart, and then on Scrapper, the cover is breaking apart.
Canopy,
the canopy, and the only reason I say that is because this looks amazing, and I think that it's not even a gripe. It's just like, hey, just, can we clean that up real quick? And it's just like, that's the only thing that the only knock on it. Like everything about it, and all three modes look great.
Yeah, I completely agree. And honestly, this is where I think we're going to be seeing collecting going, as people making their own toys. But that's a whole separate debate that's going to be very long, so we're not going to get into that. But I could see this happening. This looks good, though.
That looks very good.
Another 3D printed feet platforms are for the Masterpiece MPG09 via Navi XR8 on TFW. Again, I don't know if you could get these files, but personally, I think it looks a lot better. I know it's not screen accurate, but I really think it makes the figure just look better.
I'm kind of torn. I would want to see it painted, and
well, yes.
to get the full effect, because like right now it just looks like he has some slides on.
Okay. Still think it looks better than his hoofs. So either which way,
yeah, I would probably, if it looks good, I'll probably pick them up if available.
Yeah, if I get the black one, I would pick these up in black.
Yeah.
Bunby Studios showed off some mousers. It's cute.
These are adorable.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen official ones that look almost the same. So great job at Funby Studios, but they're out there if you want them.
Yeah, I just think again they do great work of putting together accessories for figures that you don't even think about. I never thought about this. This is really cool.
Well, you're not a TMNT fan. So.
I used to be.
Okay, you're not a hardcore TMNT fan.
Facts.
Next, I don't know if we talked about this or not, but we've got the DNA design kit for MPG Raiden, which is the torso, and you get two of those black, I think, the shoulder pieces. I will say, it does look a little bit better. A little bit. And I did not know he was so limited in his movements, which is insane to me. And the same thing happened with his legs. You could see how it moved right there. He does have a size 75 shoe right there, but that's not DNA's fault. I'm just shocked that this thing can only move its arm that much. Please, if you have this figure down below, let us know if that's true or if they're just trying to hype up their product a little bit more. Don't think DNA would do that, but still, that's crazy.
Yeah, we talked about this offline, so that's why I didn't remember if we talked about it on the news as well. His feet look as long as his legs, just it looks huge. It looks like this is
they needed to like have a slide where it slides back.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, who knows? Maybe. With that being said, they also said that this had stability issues, which is unfortunate as well. I think the kit looks good. I think it helps it out a lot. I would have thought they would have gave him the guns that we typically see on his legs, Raiden's legs, instead
right. Yeah. Instead of whatever the hell this is.
Yeah. That's what I was expecting to get from a kit, but who knows? Maybe they'll have another kit. They've
58D or something kits. Like that.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, it's cool if you have this set. They look good. They look great in alt mode.
And that's where we're going to leave it. Next up, we've got Magic Square's Legends series. We've got Magnus and Sixshot, and they're going to be released individually, but they're also going to have a 2-pack premium edition with slightly different color scheme, and that's what I'm assuming this box is. Mm-hmm. And it looks absolutely stunning.
And it's going to have different accessories.
You're right. It's going to have different color scheme and accessory setup. So,
are you going? I know how much you like Sixshot.
Well, let's talk about the figures first. Okay. First, we got Magnus. I guess this is Magic Square's either the owner or the leader's favorite character, which is why this is the third version that they're doing of them. And
I thought it was fourth. Okay, but third.
Oh, maybe it's the fourth. I don't know. Maybe I read something that they already did 3. Either which way, I do think this looks really good. I'm not going to get it. I do like it, though. It's just doesn't have a place in my collection. I could see you picking this up though, especially if they do a crazy repaint. But I don't think they are. They're not New Age.
This does look very, very good. I like what I'm seeing. They're not going to do the separate bot, inner robot, from what I understand. It does look really good. Lots of detail. It looks very clean. Yeah, it looks good.
Would you pick this up in MP scale? There's a lot of rumblings online that this is going to come out in MP scale.
Of course, I probably would.
And like we said, they're Sixshot. They scale great together. And let's just move into Sixshot with all of his different modes. He cleans up very well from the back. The modes look good. The Starship mode, which is my favorite, looks a little wonky. All in all, this looks really good. You asked me if I was going to pick it up. No, it's legend sized. I don't need it. If they do an MP sized one, yes, I would pick that up.
I think they did really good on this too.
They did it phenomenal, in my opinion.
And I think the wolf looks like the worst mode to me.
Okay. It does not look... They all look like Sixshot modes, which are always a little off.
Yeah.
Every single one of them looks a little off.
Yeah. But I like the two... I actually like the jet mode, and I like the two...
I just can't see the cockpit. It's very tiny. I can see it, but it's very, very, very tiny. It would have been cool if they had like a fake bigger cockpit that went over it or something like that.
Yeah. I like the car. I like the tank. I never liked the gun. I just was like, okay, that's a throw-in mode. But the bot mode looks fabulous, and I'm curious about the box set. I'll just put that out there.
Especially the packaging, that'll get you.
Price and packaging.
If they come out with this and MP size, it's bought though. Definitely
bought. And the reason I would do this is because I do have a Magnus shelf that goes with my Prime shelf. It's like he has actually no, I take that back. He does have a shelf in my case of Magnuses, but I'm starting to grow quite a few Magnuses, but I also have quite a few Sixshots, and so it would be interesting if this is in a color that's not necessarily standard, but not necessarily a crazy repaint. If it's altered just a little bit to give it a new look, that would be interesting.
We'll definitely see. I think they're going to be metallic colors, non-metallic colors. Because for the 2-pack, they're going to want it to be normal people picking it up to have Sixshot and Magnus on their shelf, not Sixshot in purple on the shelf. You know what I mean? So,
and I actually kind of take that back. Legends for Magic Square, they usually have that like marshmallowy look to them.
That's what I was going to bring that up too. We'll see if it has that on it.
Yeah, we really have to look at it.
I would see the white in both of these figures might look like that. So, time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah. I saw that this was Laser Cat Toys and Lucky Cat Toys, so I don't know which one it is. We've got a super deformed Beast Wars Megatron, and I will just say, if this looks good, I'll probably pick it up because he's so dang cute. I can already tell he's going to be cute from this. Now, if it's ugly, I won't pick it up.
You should still pick it up.
No, I'm not going to pick it up if it's ugly, but I would pick up a little super SD Megatron.
It's going to look like Barney.
Oh God, no, I'm not picking it up. Thank you, bro. Thank you for saving me some money.
It's gonna be a cute Barney, and I'm gonna send you text messages with the song so you can, move to the side or rock to the side when you're transforming it.
I'm not picking it up if it looks like Barney.
Yeah, this is cool. I won't be picking it up, but it's cool. I think you should get it for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. I need to see more. Like everything that we talked about, I need to see more. DX9 showed off a legend scale Overlord, Getaway, Slapdash, and Joyride.
Those might be hard to pass on.
Because you're not going to get them probably in MP size, right?
Because we haven't gotten them. I think eventually we will. I think somebody like X Transbots would do it. Maybe maybe Fans Hobby. But yeah, I would get those 3.
Yeah, that would be. I would want to see a price because, like you, I don't think we'd get them. And if they're tiny little guys, they could be mini bots.
Yeah, exactly. There'll be the shrunk down versions on that one episode that that never got aired.
How did you know? How did you know? We'll have to ask Dill Pickle about that when we see him. Lastly, King Toy showed off the red envelopes. I guess you could get them. Go look on their Facebook page. I didn't really read it, but if you really want one, you can go ahead and scan it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's limited to China only. But they do look good. I do have the one that came with Huge Rhino.
Yes, Huge Rhino.
Yeah. Just because it just came with it. So I got it. But I wouldn't go out of my way to look these up or pick these up. Not my cup of Energon. But they look good.
Yeah, mine are in the box for Huge Rhino. So
yeah, mine are too. But I would like it if you got one of these and went ahead and put some money in it and gave it to me for Chinese New Year. That'd be great.
I'd be an Indian giver.
All right. Well, with that being said, we'll be right back with the updates. Now let's get into the updates. So we do have a lot of not new stuff, so we're going to go through these kind of fast. First, Beachcomber and Magnus are out. Up for pre-order again. I'm surprised this Magnus doesn't have an inner robot with how wide his chest is. That aside, I know a lot of people want the Magnus, so go pick it up if you can. And I'm sorry if you just picked it up, recently. They're reissuing it.
I know some people have been looking for this, so here's a great opportunity. I think it said it's going to release in September as well, so you have some time. Yeah.
Well, moving on. They showed a transformation video for Scrapper. Did you watch it?
No.
It transforms just like you would think. Nothing interesting, nothing crazy. It is what it is.
This is not something I plan on picking up, so.
Head sculpt looks great.
Yes. The Decepticon symbol looks great.
A lot of my third parties have great looking Decepticon symbols too. Next, we have the Studio Series Deluxe Devastation Optimus Prime in-hand images. There was a YouTube channel called Carnage Creations, which showed him off. Didn't get to watch that video. He does look better than when we first saw him. A lot better. And I think this picture just shows off how small the MPG Ginrai really is. This is already a small deluxe.
Yeah. Dang, James. This does look better. I'm going to pass on this as well.
And I guess it's supposed to scale with 86 Devastator with how he looked like in the game.
Perfect sense. I didn't play the game.
So that's kind of cool to have that 86 Devastator be able to have dual things. And I think that would be a better scale, honestly. So
keep it out of the 86 line.
Well, that one's just Studio Series. Next up, we have 3-Zero's DLX, War for Cybertron, Siege Optimus, and Megatron. So both figures are planned to be re-released by the second quarter of 2025. No price as of yet, but there will be an increase since these were released in 2020. So we'll have to see what that price increase is.
They both look good. I don't plan on picking them up, but they both look good, and I can see why somebody would pick these up. They look great.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, you should probably pick up the Megatron. I don't think you have enough of that Siege mold. So have a non-transforming one would be great.
Not going to happen.
Next up, we have the Age of the Prime Titan class Optimus behind the scenes. I know this is your favorite mode that he gets in. So are you excited to display him like this?
Not at all. I
will say the little wheel that turns, I couldn't put the video in, but the little wheel that turns it is very cool.
Yeah, I did see that, and he was just kind of like, wee, he was like a sit and spin when I was a kid. But yeah, it doesn't do it for me, so I'm going to pass on this.
Here's the little cargo vans, which are fine, but that either they're small or that Rodimus is huge. But either which way, it looks fine. And here he is with other characters. So
the I can't remember what the blue one's called. but it looks almost like the Prime, like from the front, the way the windows are, and the front.
The blue one.
The blue, on the right, the Prima, not
the white one.
No, the blue vehicle next to the white one.
Purple one, Solus Prime.
Yes, that one. It looks blue to me. Sorry. The vehicle mode looks.
It does look very similar.
Very
similar. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except the grills are inverted.
Yeah.
Either which way, it doesn't look like a bad figure. It's just not for us.
Yeah.
Next up, Mark Clonus also showed off Wasp with one picture. Looks good.
It does. I know you'll be picking this up.
Oh yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I know you are too. This picture doesn't get me excited, but I'm just ready for it to come out, I guess. So
I have my Wasp.
You're picking it up. You already said you were. Next up, we've got Killer Body Wearable Helmet, and I didn't know it came with like clear parts. Those look amazing.
This looks really, really good.
Uh-oh.
I know the price.
$250.
How much?
I think it was like $250.
Yeah, I'm still out on $250, but it looks really good. I'm not going to be wearing a helmet around the house, so but it looks very, very good. If I didn't have 15 pages of pre-orders, then actually I might be down to 12 again.
Again, remember that very important part. Again,
then I would be in on this. Like if I was down to like 2 pages, maybe 3 pages, I would pick this up.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Divorce class Scorponok and Fort Max by Alvin Reyes of the Transformers 3D printing Facebook page, and the design is by Printformers.
Yeah, that's amazing. And
I didn't put the pictures of him in there just because did not have somebody's face, but these are literally as tall as him.
They're taller.
Taller than him. That's right.
Yeah, I think that's 6 feet. And I think he's 5'7". I believe he's
so these are huge.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're able to stand on their own.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, that's just amazing. I could only imagine what the discussion that would be had in my house.
You should get it shipped to you and get it shipped in like 6 more boxes.
Oh my god!
It's just gonna go in the corner.
I would definitely set them up.
These are appropriately MP sized.
Yes. Yes. Maybe I'll see if I can get him to let me borrow one or something like that.
There you go. Go ahead and do that. Next up, we have QQT Studios Core Class Devastator. These are turning out really well.
Look at that articulation with the legs. That is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna be out on these. I still think I'm out on these. I don't think I need this as well.
I think it depends on the price for you. I think would you get it for $60 for the whole set?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. What about 80?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Devastator makes sense because you're gonna get 9 of them.
Yes, I don't need any.
You don't have a Legend scale one, and this is technically not Legends, but here you go.
There's a reason. I don't need any more. Green and purple are my least favorite colors throughout 2025 right now.
I do think these look great, though. Like you said, the articulation looks cool. Here's Devastator himself, and obviously the legs and even the torso look like they're still in prototype stages. So they look good, if you ask me. And here's more of them, and if you look behind them, there's Predaking. Predaking looks more finished, so I don't know what's going on because they showed off Devastator first, and you could swap their limbs. And speaking of Predaking, here he is. I really like the look of this thing. And they already have colored prototypes coming out, and the colors look good. So I think I'm going to be in on this. And like you said, he's appropriately chunky. Are you going to be picking this up?
Depends on the price.
Okay.
So far, no.
It depends on the price for me too.
So $80?
For the whole thing? Yeah. That would probably be fine.
100?
No.
Okay.
It would depend on the finish. If it looks slick, there's gold paint everywhere, it's looks amazing, 100 might be worth it. If it looks like these flat colors, no.
Okay.
But the individual bots do look really good. And I don't know if there's add-on parts. It didn't look like there were. Let's just go back. And maybe there are a few add-on parts. But I do like that they're all the same size.
Yes.
I would pick this up over the T-Spark one any day.
We still need to get a price on that.
I mean, and it's not price-wise. I just think this looks more like what I would want.
Oh, I mean, I'm still curious about the T-Spark one. This one looks like he has legs all the way around, and this I like the fact, as you said, that they're all about the same size as well.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll have to see. Keeping it in line with Predaking / Volcanicus, here they are. Are you telling me you're not going to pick up that Volcanicus so he can have his little buddy, or Predaking can have his little buddy?
No, and I'm hoping you have another picture.
I do.
Okay.
Because you telling me you're not going to get Superion and Bruticus as well? You already have the Devastator.
Is that Superion?
They look like jets. If you look, they have points.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Computron, but it looks more like Superion to me.
I'm very curious. I do definitely can tell Bruticus.
Because it looks like points.
They do look
on both shoulders.
On both shoulders.
Which makes me that's not Computron.
No. Yeah, and then the antennas. So yeah.
Yeah. You're telling me you're not going to get all these guys to go with that Devastator? Because you do have the yellow one, right?
I have to wait till when Predaking gets here. I'll see how that is, and that will determine if I get the others. Volcanicus would actually be the last one because I just don't,
I was going to say that's probably your least favorite one. But
it does look good though.
It's just not what you want.
Yeah.
I think you would. I think if it's good and you're going to go all in, you got to get him.
I would get it. I would get it.
Because a year down the line, he's going to be like you're going to be playing the latex. So
yes, I don't need another line of anything.
Okay, well, too bad. Next, we have Fans Hobby Metalhawk, which you were so excited for in the last video.
So excited for is an exaggeration. I said I was going to pick it up. It still looks very clean in bot mode. I'm not a big fan of the alt mode. I don't like how the arms just kind of lay on his top like that. It might be accurate. Again, I
believe it is.
I kind of tuned out. Even though I watched the show, I kind of was just like, it's Pretender. But the bot mode looks really good, and it looks better. It looks like it's not in line with the typical bots. I think I mentioned this on the other show.
It doesn't look like the Armada bots. It looks like a little bit better in your.
It definitely looks better, but it doesn't really look like any of the. I mean, it looks like it's a step away from the traditional Fans Hobby type figure. Yeah. But I like the bot mode a lot.
I think it looks good too. But this is one that I will let you pick up and see how it is, because Fans Hobby I'm a little weary on. The fun factor, I should say. Quality is probably fine, but still. So
yeah.
Moving on, we've got DX9's minis prototype. We got Ginrai and Highbrow. We saw these a while back. I really like this Ginrai. I like how bulky he looks. I think it's really cool.
I do too. I really do.
Uh-oh. You can't even deny it.
And it looks like he has feet a little bit.
He does, yeah. Which, still gives him that hoof-like design, but at least there's a little something. But this looks good. And they're doing the other Power Masters and Headmaster that you don't have?
Which we just talked about a couple segments ago. This might happen. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I may just hold off on the 3 and wait, since I do have this. You know, I have a couple of versions of this figure from different companies, but this does look good.
It does. I do like it. Next, we've got King Toys Longyen Bronta Solid. This is an amazing alt mode.
Yeah.
I love the missile launchers on his back. I think it looks a little small compared to the Triceratops, but they combine, so they have to kind of budge that. Again, I don't know about dinosaurs. It could be correct. I just thought they were bigger. But I really do like this alt mode. Just like the swoop, I have not seen Bronchiosaurus, and I'm probably saying the wrong one. A long neck dinosaur look this nice in a Transformer.
Yeah, definitely. I think the size of this is in the length. It's very long.
You're correct, yes. But, I mean, if he's eating leaves off the top branch, I think, you know, the Triceratops can almost reach it.
True, but that's
I get what you're saying. It's going to be really long.
Yeah, you're going to get the size there and the length. This is my least favorite of the figures in bot mode.
What are you talking about? You mean you don't like tentacle arms over here?
No, don't like.
I think, honestly, I think he looks good when you just have the arms like normal, and you fold up the back arms behind him so you don't really see it. I think he looks like a normal King bot. I like the big artillery hammer, is what I'm going to call it. That looks really cool. But having the extra 3-fingered fingers and the weird tentacle arms is not my favorite look. But I can appreciate it because they're trying something at least a little different. You can have it both ways. You don't have to have it as Tentacle Arm Man. But I'm sure in your collection, he definitely will be.
Yeah, in my collection, he would definitely be combined. It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Hormones are great on these things. So.
I will probably combine them just to see what it looks like. And then...
well, remember, you're going to have about 2 or 3 of these, so you'll have time to figure that out.
I know, that's going to be the hard part. If they come out with crazy colors, I'll probably do the crazy colors in combined mode and have these. Actually, maybe not. I probably will combine these.
Well, time will tell. Let's just leave it at that.
Jeez. No more Dinobots.
Next up, we have Big Firebird, Soul Star Warrior, Star Guardian. I'm pretty sure this doesn't transform. I just put this in here because we talked about it before. I think these are just going to be action figures. It looks fine, but the sword looks great. I'll give it to them there.
The sword looks great. I like the legs. The legs look really cool.
The legs don't match the chest or the upper body, though, in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looks like it's armor.
Yeah.
Which is, again, kind of cool. I think, seeing the tires on the back, on the shoulders and everything like that, it looks really cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not going to transform as well, but it does look cool.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, we have Touch Toys Volan Shark J16-N. I thought this was the same one that we've already seen. It's not much. It looks the same to me. I mean, it doesn't. I can see it now, but just glancing at it. I really dislike the static loincloth that does nothing for the character. I feel like they needed to add a joint or two to be able to get that flexibility to make it look good. Other than that, it's just a piece of plastic hanging down from his crotch. Which, hey, if that suits you, that's fine. But other than that, I think this looks cool. It's very movie-esque, and I think it's probably the closest to a movie we'll get to a figure in your collection.
It definitely is, and he's hiding the nuclear bomb behind that loincloth. So, yeah, I do have the first color render of this figure.
No, this is a different one.
This
is not the one that you already have. The one you already have has a different chest, and it has the knees stick out really big, unlike this one. And he doesn't come with the sword. This is a new mold. You're thinking of the one that had a little bit of blue paint here and there. That's not this one.
So you mean to tell me I'm gonna have to buy another one of these things?
Yes. And look, let's go to the next slide. This is a different jet.
Oh, yeah.
It looks amazing. The jet mode looks phenomenal, but it's a different jet.
Oh, man. Now, the crazy thing is, they had like that big airplane that looked kind of dumpy that was supposed to be coming out. We haven't seen that in a while.
They showed this one first, and then that
they
was
did.
The next one. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They showed them both off at the same time, but they showed finished ones of this. So I'm sure you'll be getting that one too.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to put. God, this is gonna be nuclear.
If you were gonna say place a pre-order down, double check the name so you don't get the other repaint, which looks almost the same.
Yeah, I thought it was just a slightly. I thought it was the same figure, just as
That they did do that. That's not this one.
Okay, yeah, then okay.
That's what I thought this was, and I almost didn't put it in the news until I looked closer.
Yeah, so I will be getting this. Okay, yeah, and these are as close to movie figures as I'm gonna get.
Yeah,
but these are more like Pacific Rim.
I agree. Next up, we have Iron Warrior TF Prime Bumblebee, and this is via 2017 CT on Weibo. They did a great job with these figures because they look like they're from the. This looks like a screenshot from the show.
It does.
Besides the rocks being maybe a little too real, exactly. Bumblebee maybe could have used a layer of that shine that Prime has instead of being that flat yellow, but it still looks amazing.
Yeah, they did a very good job on these.
Yeah. Next up, we have TMT Hidden Pillar, I guess. They said, and this is via Leather Mode Play. I don't want to see what the rest of his Weibo looks like. And this is the Evasion Mode Optimus to look like he did in the movie. Paint-wise, phenomenal. I don't know if this transforms or not, but it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Character-wise, it's not for me, but
yeah. Paint-wise, this looks, it's gorgeous. But
I agree.
I'll leave it there.
Okay. Well, we'll be right back with what's been recently released and oh my goodness gracious, I haven't had enough sleep. We'll be right back with what's incoming and recently released. Yes. Now let's get into what's incoming, and your favorite Mirage is right here, and this is Yolo Park's MK series Rise of the Beast Mirage via Weibo user. It is kind of cool to see it without the armor and that you build it. Paint looked great, but that's about it.
Paint looks great. That's about it. Not for my collection, but yeah, it does look great.
Next, we have X-Transbots Paragon via user Weibo user Wang Bingyu, and it's really cool that the arm could hold itself up. That just shows how good the ratchets are in it. The only thing I still don't like is the window parts in the arm not being see-through like the rest of it. But I do think this looks like a really good figure. Hopefully, like I said on the last time we talked about it, the transformation's not too bad. And I do have a picture of what the arm turns into when it's not combined, so we'll talk about that in a second, but let's talk about these pictures first. Are you excited to pick this up?
Yes, I am. I did watch a video of the transformation. The legs are a little weird.
Not the arms this time, just the legs.
Yes. Fuzz was a monster. It was just terrible. I haven't transformed it. I transformed it once, and then the Shattered Glass version I got, I didn't even transform it at all. G2. I keep saying Shattered Glass. The different colored one I have. Line police over here. This looked fine. The person transforming it in the video didn't seem too frustrated, but it did just seem like there were some steps in the legs. I think it looks great in bot mode. It looks great in alt mode, and combined mode as well. I see what you're talking about with the windows, though. Yeah,
that's the only thing. I mean, it would have been better, I think, if they made all the windows opaque or all of them glass. One way or the other, I think this would have been better. But it does turn into this med bay, which is a stretch since the hand's just sticking out right there. But
fold up.
At the end of the day, I think this is still very cool, and I'm glad it has an extra mode than just arm you shove in a drawer if you're going to have them in bot mode.
Completely agree, and it actually makes me think of something that, would possibly happen. I mean, it's a med bay. It's a portable transportation transportable. That's the word I was looking for. Transportable med bay. So
Yeah.
I like it as well. I'm curious what they'll do with the other arm.
That's what I was just about to say. I wonder if you're going to have two of these, one with red and one with, this, or if it's going to be something different. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Next up, we have Ocular Max Drift, and you can see this decals on the side. It looks good, but the next picture, do you have anything to say about these pictures?
This is from the exclusive
Decals.
Decals. Yeah. Okay.
And honestly, they're not that much. So.
Yeah, I would have liked them though.
Of course you would have. Anything else to say about these?
No.
I love the mistransformation that they did on the chest here. It just makes them look a little more different and unique, especially if you buy both of them. So,
you're back in.
To buy both of them? No. I won't need to get the first figure first and see if I like it. And I need confirmation on where I could get a red one.
I need that confirmation too.
Yeah, we both do. But I do think this new chest type of thing looks really good.
It looks fine. As you said, he has some big old hands too. I'm happy to get it, but the excitement is kind of worn off a little bit.
Agreed. I think the same could be said about these. We've got Mecha Invasion Giant Legion. So this is probably going to be my not favorite set out of the two. Still good, but not my favorite. Out of the three, I mean, these two are probably going to be my least favorite, just because they look rather similar.
Okay.
But it just looks so weird. These legs, I'm sorry. Can't get over it. I just have to let go of my preconceived notions. But I do think it looks good for what it is. I did a little bit of testing. Combiner War Devis is about 18 inches tall. So to his head, I would say 15, 16 inches probably is. We saw 17, 18 inches. That's probably to the top of Mixmaster. But to the top of the head, 15, 16 looks about right. But yeah, the legs just, something's really off about them. I don't know.
Wow, I actually like the way the legs look. The excitement is still there for me, but it's becoming underwhelming simply because I've had so many Devastators pieces come. It's going to be exciting to finish a set, so that's where the excitement's going to come from, and to say, okay, we got one down and a lot more to go, but that's where the excitement comes in for me, is that we can check this off of out of our Devastator Wars until we do a recap whenever the last one finishes, whenever time period that is.
Yeah, I still think it looks good, and I think once I have it in hand, it'll be a different story. It's just, I don't know, there's something weird about it. I think it's because there's not any purple on the lower half at all, besides the treads. I think if they did something, that it would have looked a little bit better.
That is true. There's a lot of purple up top and not much at all on the bottom.
Yeah. Maybe if the toes were purple or something, it'd look a little bit better. But either which way, it is what it is. Let's continue on to recently released. I think you got to pick these up. These are the Blockies yearly Golden Lagoon version, and these are via Weibo user Mengang Wang. I probably mispronounced that. I'm sorry. Are you telling me you don't want this in your collection?
You know what? I'm tired of this. Because you always show Blockies and look at me. Yes, I like Blockies. Yes, they look good. Yes, I want them. But no, I'm not going to pick them up because I'm trying to figure out space now. And I do like these, and I do want them, and they look great.
I think if you were to get any Blockies, you should probably get these.
If I was going to get any Blockies, I would get all the Blockies.
Do it.
I don't have any.
Get none to lose. Next up, we have the Akai Studios Rodimus, which we talked about coming out. And this are via one of our members, Blue Destron Sports. So thank you for showing that. And yeah, it looks good.
All right. So I when these pictures came over, I saw this, and I haven't touched this Rodimus in years. He looks like he is going through depression. The Matrix leadership is weighing on him. He's been doing drugs. He's been smoking. He's been drinking. He's been out on some popular street to where the bots are a little bit looser than other bots, and he looks like he has every type of disease you can get. He looks like he is struggling. This new head looks so much better than what we got, and yeah, he looks like he's dying.
I completely agree. I remember that being one of the big negatives about this figure when it came out, is why'd they make him look so damn old. But the new face looks much better. It looks more like Rodimus.
God, looks like he got his life together.
No. That's the before. The after is the one that's on him right now.
God, that looks
he left him, and left him for Springer. So
yeah, man, a whole bunch of people left him.
All right, well, let's keep it going. He's not even talking about the head on. It's new, but
the new head looks great. I think they did a great job. I like the structure of everything. I mean, like even the lips, like he looks more like serious and in control than depressed and beat down. Jeez,
I agree. Let's just move on. MC003A it has been shown off by a Wearable user. I don't think this thing transforms. I like the axe.
I like the weapons.
Okay. Moving on. We've got a Fans Toys Goose and Iceman reissue. So TM Reviews via Nick the Toy Guy showed off the difference. And I guess it's like less metallic and the red, and it's not as white, and those are to match the recent releases of, I don't know the Fans Toys name, so I'm going to say the normal names. I think it's Fireflight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other, and Jester, I guess. I don't remember which names are which anymore. I get it from Bobby mixing up all the names. Either which way, I think this is a little sad. That if you want to have a complete matching set, you're going to have to buy the reissues.
Oh, no, you don't have to do any of that. Nope, don't have to.
If you want a complete matching set, you definitely have to.
They match. They match my eyes. That looks good to me. They also re-released Silverbolt as well.
That's the next slide. He's always doing this. They also released Silverbolt, which has the same issues. Well, issues, in quotations.
Yeah. I'm not getting another set. I did think about it. I did think about it.
The orange, I think, is the most glaring difference. The metallic red, okay, you could play that off, but the orange is completely different.
It is. But yeah, I'm not in for another set. Not the same set.
Just do it. It's a different deco.
It's close enough. I'm good. I'm good.
Next up, we have Dr. Wu's Iron Fortress. So I looked back into this, and it was not as expensive as I originally saw. So I still don't think I'm going to be picking it up, but we'll have to see in my February haul.
Boo. I think this is cute. It comes with a lot of different things there. The little figures are so cute. Like, look at those little evil looking
faces. It is missing Metro Bomb, though.
Just get the nuclear bomb from under the
so stupid. I think this does look really good, though. You do get a lot. After seeing how big Six Gun is to the rest of them, I'm like, okay, the price is justified. That's practically 2 figures. And the little guys are little mini cons, so not bad. We'll see. I don't know if I need another Metro Titan.
You have been asking for a Metro Titan from everybody and their grandmama, and now you got one. You need to pick this up.
This is not the scale I want.
Well, and you've been complaining about you don't have space for anything. Here's something small that will fit in the space that you don't have. Bam!
Okay, all right. Well,
get it.
You know that doesn't work on me, but it does look good though.
Yes, I am possibly going to get this myself.
This is the one you said you were going to get. Why are you getting the Metroplex?
I know. I don't know what happened. I was hanging out with Rodimus, I guess, and
yeah, that previous Rodimus at the bar,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and just lost all my senses.
This next one surprised me though. Fans Hobbies MB25 Energon Saber, Energon Wing Saber, excuse me, is out.
Is that what surprised you?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be out this soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw a little intro video of it, and it looks like a huge box that it's in.
Yeah, I mean it's 160, I believe. So that's a big figure. But I'm good.
Yeah, I'm out on this one.
Yeah, it looks good for what it is. Not my cup of Energon.
I like the colors they use it. I mean, we wanted to see what it looked like in color, and it looks good in color. But I don't have the prime for this either. So
now, when they do this in the shattered glass colors in purple, would you pick it up?
Yeah.
That's how easy it is. Limit something to 600 and slap it with a weird color, and Bobby picks it up. Speaking of weird colors, I don't know if we talked about this, but the Dreamstar Voice Hook Warrior is now out. I don't remember if we talked about it being out already, but it was cool to see both of the figures side by side. So,
yes,
I have to say I like the extra bits of red on this hook versus the Scrapper. Go watch our Scrapper review. That was one of both of our complaints, was the red's only in alt mode. So I like to see that it's a little bit more.
Yes, and something that's detailed here that we did not talk about on the Scrapper video is the eyes. There are batteries for the head, so you can turn those on. I did not have the right batteries for this, and the batteries are really strange. And so hopefully I will get batteries for the next one that fit.
Yes, he's giving you a talking to for not having the batteries.
I know.
And I know you love that the guns light up too.
Yeah, I like that. And like you can see the light in his chest. That looks cool.
And this is so affordable. I am shocked at how affordable this is. The Devastator Wars are doing good on people's wallets if you're only picking up one, because I think the companies are competing with each other.
Exactly. I really, this is good comedy here. It's not good comedy for my wallet because it's still
you're buying all of them.
It's still expensive, but yeah, this has been very, very surprisingly affordable.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let us know which Devastators you are getting down below, and why it's probably all 9 of them, like Bobby. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, live this Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And if you do want to join in and show off your hauls, go ahead and email it to us at botversuscon@gmail.com. You can find it in the description. Just make sure that you explicitly say that we can use them in our video.
Yes, because that's very important. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Till all debates are won. See you guys next time. I gotta go let the dog out.